Today I'd like to show you how anyone can install footings for a freestanding or floating deck in minutes without the fuss and mess of digging holes and using concrete, without the intimidation and muscle required for either a sledgehammer or a jackhammer that you typically associate with a ground spike. No heavy equipment, drilling machinery. The entire system installs with a lightweight handheld impact wrench and at a fraction of the cost of a traditional concrete deck foundation system. This is the Titan deck foot, a beautiful, simple, patent-pending helical anchor and cap plate system that can accommodate virtually any size or style of post bracket onto the cap plate. Here's the anchor itself. It comes in 24-inch or 36-inch lengths. It has a pilot helix to guide the anchor as it goes into the ground and a second larger helix for greater holding power. This threaded rod and double locking nut combination are what make this system so simple and easy to use. Once they lock together and you start turning this, the entire rod turns. It can be used to go down just as easy as it can be used to retract and come out. What's so cool about that is that if you're driving the anchor in and you go offline, it's crooked, or you hit an obstacle and you want to pull it out, you can easily pull it out because the nuts, you just change the socket size and turn the larger nut on the bottom and it retracts all in one. That's what makes it so easy. With a ground spike, you really have a difficult time. If you've embedded that ground spike deeply into the ground, yanking it out and trying to reinsert it is a very difficult job. Not with this system. The cap plate fits over the threaded rod like so, and then you put the large nut, just thread it on, finger tight. Take the smaller nut and do the same. Lock them together. Once they lock together, take a socket, fits on the smaller nut, and you drive this down into the ground. It's as simple as that. Once the anchor is fully driven into the ground, the cap plate will be pushed up to the underside of the large nut. At that point in time, the nuts are broken apart, loosened, and the large nut is tightened, forcing the cap plate down further into the ground and creating tension between the cap plate and the helix underground. It's tightened like so with a socket, and then followed up by tightening the smaller nut to lock it in place. Then take a 6x6 or a 4x4 post bracket and screw it onto the exposed thread until you're ready to go, just like that. Now let's watch a real installation. To really appreciate how fast the Titan deck foot installs, consider this. Once this huge site was prepared and marked, I installed 25 footings in less than 4 hours total time. That's with a coffee break or two thrown in for good measure. And building this beautiful multi-level deck wrapping around this hot tub spa began right away, not days later after the concrete is cured, without any mess, with a lot more money left over, and literally not even breaking a sweat. Just look at what you can do with it. These lower level decks would have been really challenging to build with the framing so low to the ground. But the lower profile of the deck foot makes it easy to hang framing as low as 2 to 3 inches above the grade. The posts stay dry forever, protecting your investment. And if the post and footing are exposed, they look neat and tidy and anchored deep into the ground. The Titan deck foot really is an amazing product, and it's going to make your life so much easier. Available now at ideasfordeckdesigns.com and coming soon to building supply stores near you.